are driving into Sedona now. So this is like what you see right when you come in here. How pretty is that? This is the parking sitch for the Subway Cave trail. So the parking lot is only 15 big. So everyone's for free on the side of the road here. This is the trailhead, so right off the road, and then that is the parking lot if you can find a spot. Most of the hike so far has just been through these kind of like desert woody areas, and it's very flat. And we are going into the national forest. This is the juniper tree that marks going to the cave, and someone put a nice little cave sign this way. So this is where we split. All right, this is the entrance to the Subway Cave. It goes all the way over there. So we just gotta do a little scrambling to get there. This is the scramble to get up here. Hardest part of the whole hike. And there's the Subway. So this is a view of the actual Subway Cave part. This is a view of the canyon around the corner of Subway, and here's me standing in the corner of Subway. So this is the easier way to get down. You can see that guy doing it right there, and it's kind of on the other side. So the cave is over there, and then you walk over this ledge and you can go down there. So there's the view. All right, so we're all the way on the other side. The Subway Cave is over there. And then we're gonna walk all the way over here. Oh, watch her, there's birds. But you can kind of see the cave.
The cave's right in there, and you gotta go up this way. We can go up around over here, and then around up there.
Sit.
That way is way more challenging.
Yeah. Well, that
But
was character.
Here's the whole canyon.
I'm going. Bye, everybody. This was a super cute little restaurant called the Hideaway House. Someone that had lived in the area recommended this for us, and it was a really beautiful view. The food was pretty good for lunch, and it was just a super nice spot. Here is the famous Sedona McDonald's, the only one with a blue arch in the entire world. Here's our room at the Sedona Real Inn. Look at this artwork, it's so pretty. King bed, tile floors for the doggies. There's a whole like kind of mini kitchen back here, which is super nice if you need to stay a few days. And yeah, super spacious, and there's a dog park. So we are starting on Little Horse Trail to get to Cathedral Rock. The parking lot was completely full, the guy said. So he sent us this way. The parking lot here is $5 and there's much more spots. You just have to walk about a mile further. So here we go. So this is where we are hiking up to the ledge up here, and we're still walking down to the trailhead, but this is Cathedral Rock. This is an extremely populated hike, but from what we hear, everyone's running down to get on the last shuttle, but it's pretty roped off, as you can see. Easy to find. Hi, trail marker to go up there. A lot of this hike was just free balling, kind of climbing up the side of these cliffs. So wear good hiking shoes, but it's not too bad. Just scaled that. Whew. The air is dry up here. Doing good though. Oh, good job, guys. The trail is marked with these baskets of rocks because you're kind of just rock scaling the whole time. I'm breathing hard, but I think we're almost there. That's the valley behind, and we're going up there. There's a little cave. Almost to the top. End of trail. So this is the final view that you get from Cathedral Rock after you hike up there. It's just straight down into this canyon. It's really beautiful up there. The lighting's a little weird for these videos because the sun was like just about to go down, so it's just a weird angle, but Honestly, it's totally worth the hike, and it was so much fun to be up there and experience this with no people at 5 p.m. We were also told that it is really beautiful at sunset. However, when we were hiking down, it was very busy because the parking lot was finally opened. So keep that in mind. That was the point I was just on. Here is dinner for tonight. How pretty is this place? Mariposa, I think is how you say it. So gorgeous. Yeah, the stars are out. Yeah. Halibut, skirt steak, ribeye, potatoes, au gratin, tres leches, prickly pear cheesecake, and a blueberry crisp. This is Devil's Bridge overflow parking. It is $5 for a pass, and we have to hike a mile to get to the actual trailhead. It was four-wheel drive only that way. And it is 7 a.m. and we were able to get a spot. So here we go. All right, so we just started the trail and there's a hot air balloon out there on the ridge. How cool is that? Oh, we are real zoomed in right now. We are on our way to the bridge. It's a beautiful morning out. All right, so we are officially on the trail now. We hiked just under 2 miles to get to the trail. If you take the four-wheel drive only road, dirt road, it's a lot faster than taking the scenic route, but the scenic route was pretty. So we are officially on our way to the bridge. We'll probably start climbing here soon. Definitely been climbing a lot more on this trail, and we are in the national forest again. Starting to climb more. All right, we made it. Here it is. Here's the line of people, and it is 8 a.m. It was actually super terrifying to watch everyone walk out onto this bridge to get photos. But when you're out there, it's really wide and you can't even see down, so it's actually not that bad. All right, there's the line of people, and then there's Devil's Bridge, so you could just see it. And then we're on this little point here. There's my mom and dad. They weren't joking when they said four-wheel drive. This is the road. Looks pretty easy. This is the start, so you gotta make it over this. Cool. So we decided to go to Sliding Rock State Park, and it is where you can take a body slide of the rocks down the river. The park ranger told us it was 42 degrees in the water because it just snowed here a couple days ago, and it does cost $20 to get in, but it's going to the state park, so that's fine. They actually have a large parking lot, so we had no trouble getting in, and we'll take you down there. All right, it's actually Slide Rock, and they have this little cute like town area as we're walking down to the river. Almost there.
Go in this one.
Here goes someone down the rock slide. Woo! It's busy, but not a lot of people in the water at 42 degrees. But there is a lot of people out here, so definitely worth it. I went down, it was cold, but it was so fun. There was even an opportunity to go cliff jumping, so you know I had to do it. It was super fun. So we liked Mariposa so much, we're going to the chef's second restaurant, or one of 6. This one is called Pisa Lisa. So we're going in to get some pizza. Last hike of Sedona is this little 0.5 mile loop that goes out to these wind caves. There is a 4-car parking lot behind me right off the road, but I think it's pretty quick, so I think the turnover is pretty easy. We got a spot. It's about 3 p.m. So we'll show you some more caves and then we're headed home. So once you get to the caves, you can kind of just explore within them. There's little pathways everywhere and lookouts everywhere. So we kind of just like walked around to different ones, and different ones have different levels of hiking experience and shoes needed.
All right, so we're in this cave. I went really far back here. I'll put it on fast forward and I'll take it up to the Artorians.
It's really dark in here.
Ow. Hit my head like 10 times. Look at that view. Oh, it's cool. And then it goes over there. There's Tori.
Hi guys! Ow, I just hit my head. This is awesome. Definitely easy to get to. The caves can be a little tricky, but they're really cool, so definitely worth it. Thanks for following along my trip to Sedona. Where do you think I'm off to next? Comment down below.